The internet brings comic fans around the world into one comic community. We support the just pay and recognition of these comic creators, comic fam. Because comics are for everyone. It's 10 p.m. Eastern, live from the United States to Australia. This is the Not Near Mint Show. Welcome to the Not Near Mint Show. It is February the 2nd, 2022. It's Groundhog's Day. Welcome to the Not Near Mint Show. It's February the 2nd, 2022. It's Groundhog's Day. I hope you got that joke because I'm sure it's fallen flat somewhere. Let's bring in the rest of the panel here. It's a great big comic book Wednesday, and we have lots of stuff to talk about. We're going to be talking about Raw Dawg and your comic books, and we don't quite mean it the way you might think, or maybe we do. But we are going to show you Mylar. We're going to show you OPP. We're going to show you bags. We're going to show you why humidity is a problem, especially if you live down here in Florida or any of the southern states, or perhaps even Australia. Speaking of Australia, guess who we have as a special guest appearing because he's off work today?
It's Groundhog Day.
so that's a national holiday, clearly, in Australia.
I didn't know that it was.
I'm just making it up. Let's just go with the flow.
Okay. It is.
Knew it. Called it.
Yeah.
Now that it's Groundhog's Day, we can get to this special little subject to talk about of how we preserve, how we protect our comics. Lady, you might remember a few months ago when we were doing one of your Friday shows and I bought a whole run of Black Panther. I bagged them, I boarded them, and then for some reason we just didn't get around to showing them. 4 months later, I break them out. We're ready to start showing them on the show, and I'm like, what the shit is this?
Yeah, they're wrinkled like raisins in the sun. What happens
Wrinkled like raisins.
What happens to a comic in a plastic? That wasn't as good, but you get the idea. Sorry, I'm trying to.
That's kind of the problem.
I'm trying to pop out my little thing. That sounded weird. I'm trying to pop out chat. Trying to pop out chat. God damn it. On my other TV, so I can be like, I'm Star Trekky. I'm like Captain Picard. So I have like another TV back there, and I pop up the chat there, and I can like look at it and doodle little doo, and I'm in here and doing a doodle duh.
Well, right? While you get that started, how about I show some people why, or really rather, what I'm talking about? Should I show the people?
Show them the sheaths.
All right, so here we go. This comic book that you see right here is a random X-Men comic. Now, this is something that I bought a while back. It's in decent condition. It looks like it's okay in this bag and board, right? I mean, you wouldn't say that there's a problem, right? Let's turn on the light. What the shit is all this? So you look at all this, and it's just, this is what happens with humidity when you're living in Florida. Whack, do you wind up getting problems like this over in Australia?
Yeah. I don't really care about it too much, though. I don't care about too many things. Just
that's fair.
Yeah. I just put it in the thing and it goes in the box. And it usually lives in the box. Yeah, I don't really see it for a while until I pull it out again. I'm like, looks a bit wrinkly, and then I'm like, and I put it back in the box.
And then that's about it. You're cool after that.
Yeah, I have a bit of a star. I honestly haven't. I probably should. Like, I've been collecting for like 10 years now. I've never once changed bags and boards on my older comics. Should I?
That's a personal call. And it also the frequency with which one does that necessarily changes based upon the quality of the product one cradles their baby in. So basically, either like Mylar or OPP and card.
Frozen.
So that wasn't just me. So she will be coming back in about 10 seconds or so, and that's when she'll realize
It's a cool pose, though.
that's a dope pose. Well,
Just the
she's
way.
talking about OPP and Mylar, so I'm gonna
OPP, you know me. I'm down with it. You know that's that song here. You know me. That
I
song.
definitely know that song. It just shows our age that we are very, very old over here at the Not Near Mint show.
I'm not
So,
old. Speak for yourself.
Yeah, me
when you're a
neither.
kid, you're a little
Yeah.
baby. The baby. All right.
Alright.
So here are just a couple various types of bags, boards, Mylar, and whatnot. So here you have regular modern comic book current bags, and these can go for the thicker type of comic books. And this would be the type that come out that are like $10 or so. You throw them in there, and the modern books, when it comes to BCW, they work perfectly because even if you wind up throwing them in a box for a year, 2 years, even in Florida, they're fine. They still look like glass. But it's those 1992 books and before, anything that would be newsstand, those would be the ones that are going to get these awful little wrinkly effect that you'll see when you put it in a light. And when you get this kind of a wrinkle, what winds up happening over time, if it's stuffed in a box and just really flattened in there, this wrinkle will imprint on the book. And if we're buying books in like great volume, and if we care about certain ones we don't want to destroy, some we might be okay destroying. Just ask people that have lost shit in a flood. If we want to protect the things that we already have while we're still getting new stuff, I have a little saying: if you can afford the books that you're buying today, you can afford to protect them. So these are just ones for the thicker books. Now we also have various types of other bags. This is BCW for regular current. They put them out when they have resealable. I would never recommend those things over after about maybe 2 years, 3 years. The tape in the back just gets really nasty. And there's various types of bags for all different kinds. But when it comes to being in Florida down here, no matter what, after about 4 months, 6 months, you're going to wind up getting some wrinkly ass bags. So has anyone tried to use silica gel packets in their long boxes to deal with humidity? Asks Comics Will Break Your Heart. Hi, Jen. So I have tried doing that. I tried putting damp right in here. And while perhaps that might help, perhaps I might think that's more of a placebo effect. But I have tried it. I have not noticed much of a difference. Perhaps if it's in a place that's more, maybe less humid, like Arizona. Perhaps we have Planet Arizona Comics that can chime in later to let us know about that. The more of the dry heat, perhaps they don't get these kind of wrinkles. So when I wind up debagging every single one of these, and this is what they look like at the end. Wrinkle. Let's move that over.
What the comic books? The
Wrinkle.
comic books were still good.
Wrinkle. Wrinkly ass bags. So we want to be able to deal with this a lot cheaper, right? I mean, we don't want to go and pay a ton of money for Gerber stuff. That Gerber's great. I won't deny it. But when you're looking at the price tag for about 50 of them, it goes for about almost $60 or so. So you can try different types that are out there. God knows that Lady and I have been trying different things. Hopefully she pops back in here.
Is there any reason in particular why you can't just iron the bags?
Because they will probably turn into well, actually, I would love to watch you try, but I'm pretty sure that it would turn into a wrinkly mess and it would probably get you really high right before it kills you.
I'll give it a go.
Yeah,
Okay, let's do it.
Usagi Jimbo ate it all.
Oh.
All right, so the kinds of Mylar that I've gotten in lately have been
How expensive are Mylars? Because Comics Will Break Out was saying.
All right, so the Mylars, when you're trying to look for the ones that are name brand, you're looking at BCW, you're looking at Gerber. Those are going to cost you about maybe $60 or so for 50. So the first thing that I tried looking at is something called comic book skins. Oh, good. And Lady's back.
That
Hey,
was
lady.
weird.
Oh, good.
I liked how you furries. You were like,
Just in a pose. So
Yeah.
these comic skins were some of the first things that I ordered, and they're very smooth. They were going for about maybe $38 to $44 for a packet of 50. So that was still
Wait. No, 20. They were going for 20.
for comic skins the first time that we tried getting all these things.
Yes.
Okay, so these were really good. They were very shiny, they were very smooth. But the problem was when we initially ordered these damn things, it took about 3 months, 4 months before they finally came in. And since then, we have not been able to find them on their website. So Comic Skin has been fantastic, but the shipping time, not so much. I would absolutely order these again just for my keep. The next up that I have, these I got from eBay. I think the seller's name was Richard Lynn. These are ProSafe Mylar regular comic book bags, and this is what we call OPP. And Lady Fantastic is going to be able to explain about these far better than I can. But this has been pretty good. It costs about, I think, maybe $12, maybe 13. But then there was another one. And this one I found off of Instagram a couple months ago.
Yeah. So basically, look at that. So it's it's biaxially oriented polypropylene. So what that means is it's they have it oriented in such a way. This is chemically oriented in such a way that you get maximum clarity, and it's a higher quality plastic than what you normally put your shit in. So Mylar. So your ProSafes are Mylar. Your Comic Clears are OPP, which is basically like the poor man's Mylar. But I think just as sufficient. But it doesn't have that crinkle pop like Mylar does. You know what I mean, right, Rob?
Yeah, the Mylar feels a lot sturdier, even if you only put in one board. And I'm the type of person that always puts in two boards no matter what. And between all of them, I would say that the comic book skin, which I think is it Mylar or is it
What?
OPP?
OPP is what? What are you talking about?
Is the comic book skins, comic skins.
They're Mylar.
Okay, so those feel a bit sturdier, but when I'm looking at all of them in a box, and hi,
Because
when
Mylar is a proprietary plastic that is
yes,
owned by DuPont.
so there you go. Now, when I'm looking at these in a box, you can spend a little bit more for the Mylar, but I'm going to show you just two different books, and you tell me which one is which.
I can't see any books.
I know. I think these are horrible, horrible holders.
Here we go.
What is he doing?
Here is Web of Spider-Man, issue 31.
Uh-huh.
Here is Fantastic Four, number 94. Which one is in the OPP and which one is in the Mylar?
Show the Web of Spider-Man up close and kind of like angle it and shit.
Now, I can also put on the light so that way you can see the
And will you
shining
move your hand
reflectivity.
against the side of it and make a sound with it?
Come here.
Here,
I can't hear it.
we're now doing the ASMR portion.
ASMR.
Okay, and now do the Frightful Four. Mm-hmm. But I don't know. I feel like that's Mylar, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, I was gonna
Okay,
say.
you would be correct. Looking at the two of these, they're so very similar. They're both very sturdy. But yes, the Fantastic 494 here is in Mylar.
Just a
It
little more
does,
sheen that they
yeah,
give.
there's a little more of a sheen. This one still has a great sheen when you're looking at it in the hard light here. And when I put this in a box for 4 months, or probably even 4 years,
It's
and I
not
take it
wrinkled
out,
yet.
it's going to look the same.
Yeah.
Whereas when I look over here at this goddamn X-Men from a bag that I just put in, and it's BCW, and I do like BCW. It works great, but I would never recommend putting anything in a comic book bag any longer if it's past 1992 or before, because you could be destroying your comics. And if you want to preserve them, perhaps, uh, hey, these things over here in bulk, I think I got 1,000 of them for about maybe $120, maybe a little bit less. And this is coming from the comicclearsupplies.com. And they're over on Instagram. They're good, but hey, this isn't the only kind of thing out there. We were doing our research, and there's many different types that are out there. We just recommend you all try different things so you're not buying a bag over and over and over again. You do it once and you save a bit of money. That's just my opinion. I could be wrong.
Yeah. Web gave off a tiny sound. Yeah, the FF gave off a kind of a crunch.
Yeah, this is when I put it next to the microphone.
Ooh. Snappy.
When I put this next to it, it's a little looser. So it's not that either is really one's better than the other. It's just if you want to save a little bit of money and you don't want to spend $50, $60 for a pack of 50, you want to spend closer to about 10, 12 bucks for a pack of 50 or 100, you go with the OPP.
Look, y'all message me on IG. I can help you find sources of comics where, not comics, but sources of Mylar where it's 20 bucks, about 20 bucks for 50 or 40 bucks for 100. Hit me up. I'll help you.
That lady was the one that was introducing me to a lot of these ones here. So she knows her shit. This is why we love the Lady Fantastic, and she is fantastic.
I mean, I just like going out there, seeing the different products, comparing them, and because a lot of times it's got the same shit in it. And if there's a variable price, and I obviously want to take advantage of it. And so, yeah. Anyways,
is it really any different than going into the pharmacy and saying, yeah, I want to get that medication in the name brand? And they go, why are you being a jackass? Pay $2 and here's the knockoff. It's the same thing.
Yeah. Or it's like going hunting for comics. You're going to find good shit, but for variable prices. Clearly, you want to buy the good shit for the lowest price. That's the same thing I'm doing with Mylar. So, anyways, books. Oh, wait. Sorry.
Here's something else to move on to a different subject. Now, when it comes to cleaning these things here, do any of you clean your books? I mean, when it comes to like an eraser or...
I have a kneadable, I have a kneadable eraser. Like NEAD.
So do I.
Huh?
I have a kneadable eraser too.
Here's some good ones to have.
Shit.
You can all tell me what it is and what it does.
Absorbing.
I
don't have any, but I want some.
Now this costs like maybe about $15 or so on eBay or Amazon.
Yeah,
and you take just a little piece of this, and this can just take off a lot of the gunk that's on a cover. I wouldn't really be rubbing it around any type of really bright colors like a bright yellow or a bright red, or especially on black. But if you put it on any kind of white, light colors, it'll usually take the gunk off.
I like Michael's retort where he says, "No, I do not clean them. They're dirty, dirty books. They know what they did wrong."
Well, dirty, dirty books. I have so many books. Don't you see? Everything looks yellow in this room because I used to be a cigarette smoker. I don't smoke the cigarettes anymore, and I didn't ever do it around my comics. But it just makes me look like I did something.
You hate that term, Michael, the raw dog. Yeah, it's pretty disgusting, isn't it? But that's why I think it's hilarious.
I had to ask for what should we call this episode, and Lady, being the lady that she is, came up with the best title that we possibly could have come up with. And thank you, Lady, for coming.
I.e. the
here we got
trashiest.
Mr. Clean Magic Eraser. These help. This absorbing dry dirt eraser. This really helps. These are just cheap materials. Now, when you're done, you don't go, "Why are you spitting on your books?" Do that. It's not so
Because
bad.
like
It's
that's
just
kind
cheap.
of like the muscle memory we have if you had video games. And, like just blowing the fucking cartridge, man.
When it comes to putting these inside the bag, I used to be putting tape on everything, especially the bags. Bags, I'll tape all day long because those are eventually going to be disposed of. I think putting books in the Mylar or OPP is kind of like a comic book graduating into being something that will be in your permanent collection. Anything that's in an old bag or board after a few years, it becomes a, well, do I really want to keep this? I never put it into a Mylar. I never put it into OPP. So I use this on all the OPP, all the Mylar, because I think we've shown before in prior episodes the Green Lantern 76 that I got pretty cheap because somebody wound up putting a piece of tape that wound up catching on the side of the book. And
Hey Rob, do you have our IGs in the description below?
I don't know, but if I don't, I guess I got to change that.
I'm gonna put my thing in. I'm putting my IG in, but like seriously, anybody, if you're looking for cheap sources of Mylar, I've tried several different, and I can usually help sniff out some cheapies. I mean, $20 for 50 is the best that I can usually find, though. So
Jen has a question here. Speaking of bags and replacing them, do you know if the plastic can be recycled?
I don't see why I couldn't. You could
personally,
just
what I wind up doing with them.
I put them in recycling along with other.
There's that, and I give them to my comic book shop because he winds up having lots of comic books that are just kind of laying around because he has a warehouse full of this stuff, and he wants to get around to it, but this stuff is getting expensive. There are people right now that are selling their used
condoms,
used condom material
from raw dogging.
I would suggest just burning them. Just start a little fire.
Oh, that's good for the environment, I'm sure. Yeah. You could have like your own hole in the ozone layer right above your home.
Yeah, and just sit right next to the fire and take some deep breaths.
Yep.
You can be just like Bugs Bunny in those old 1940s animation where a little cloud is following them along all over the place because you broke the ozone layer, kid. Way to go. You popped your first cherry cloud.
Rose, you don't have like a plastics recyclable center? Can't recycle them in your area.
You can't recycle them in your area. I would try putting them up on eBay. If you're an eBay person, put them up on Craigslist, or because people want bags and they will buy your old nasty ass bags because they can't get them cheaper. Just like when we were about 10 years old, and some of us still kind of do it now, especially if you can't afford it. And I understand for some people where you wind up taking two comics, put it on one side, put one comic on the other with one board in between. There's people that are still doing that just want to be able to put their damn things in a bag. So yeah, put them up real cheap.
That's me. I do that sometimes.
No, I mean, you're just collecting it to collect it. You're not over here trying to go, well, maybe one day I might want to resell. But Rose Grade down here has acid burnt boards must be tossed. That is absolutely correct. Most people would say that within every 10 years, you should replace your bag, replace your board. I agree with that for 10 years because I have old X-Men comics that I bought the day that I got it. X-Men put it in a comic book bag and board. It has sat there for years. It's changed boxes, but I've never changed bag and board, and you can definitely tell that motherfucker has come from 1992.
8 double baggers.
That's a long time to come.
Oh,
Oh no, Rose hates me.
oh shit. Okay.
Now, one other thing to bring up when we're trying to file everything away, make sure that you can find everything. You can get the more expensive kind for the BCW dividers. They're good.
Yeah.
That's what I wind up using. Or the cheaper ones, these little white ones.
Are ones that like it literally has numbering. This is 1 through 498 on here, and there's like a box you can tick, like if you have it or not. And so
That's
it's like
cool.
you could put the the title on top, and like you literally have an indexing system for everything.
I love that.
Nice.
It's
Oh,
nerdy.
yeah. Here's one other thing that I did want to show. This is comicbookrealm.com. And back in the day when I had a ton of comic books that I just didn't know what volume belonged to what, because you look up Amazing Spider-Man, and we're about ready to, in the next couple months, see another relaunch of Amazing Spider-Man. And you might, if you have not bagged or boarded comics over the last 10 years or so, because I didn't at one point. I only put everything together in about 2017. You can look at my Twitter to see the progress. It took 2 years. But you wind up going, how many copies of issue number 4 do I have of Amazing Spider-Man? So by going over to this place, Comic Book Realm, you can click on every one of these covers, and it'll show you what every one of these covers looks like. So you have no excuse anymore for going, what volume does what belong to? You go to comicbookrealm.com, and you now know what issue belongs to what volume, and you can title out everything accordingly. Now, also, looking at all this, here's one other thing that I do have. They're not super expensive. A little label maker, just so that you can make it look a little better. This is your comic collection. We want it all to look nice. Now, we've been doing this for about 27 minutes. Is there anything that you think that we haven't covered? Ace, you have a certain way that you do your system of comic books. You have a filing cabinet.
Oh, yeah, I do have that. So it's like a double-sided thing, and there's 5 drawers in it, and yeah, so I use that, and it's fun, and I got it for free. Did not pay for that because I am a cheap ass.
What is Wordle? I hear people talking about it. I don't know.
It's a game where you have like 5 or 6 guesses to like think of what the word is. It's just a word game.
It was just bought by the New York Times for just a little under like a 7-figure. Which this thing became huge, so people are playing it like Words with Friends like a decade ago.
I just know that it like grew, it boomed since Corona hit.
Yep.
Just like CLZ. It's unfortunate that CLZ lost their API for
just
Go
like
Collect.
crippling depression. Oh, sorry. Wait.
Oh, we all have that.
Let's show books.
Yeah, I'm on that page. I just wanted to make sure that if there's anything anybody wanted to add, anything else, Lee?
I'm good.
Right,
I love
so
y'all. That's what I want to add.
I love you too. And guess what? We're going to be having Kirk dropping by in a little while, but we're going to get to some comic book therapy. Let's get to it.
So, what exactly is the problem? Tell Dr. Whack. It's the Not Near Mint crew. Miracle Man, Rob Worst, Lady Fantastic, Comics on the Mind, Ace. I see them in my dreams. It is okay. The Not Near Mint crew cannot hurt you. Well, what if I want them to hurt me? I think that was the last time I shaved. haven't shaved since then.
Well, thanks for doing that for us.
It's kind of like looking at Ricky. If you look at a picture at Ricky right now, he's got a full beard. He looks good with a beard. You look good with a beard. Beards are cool. All right, now I'm feeling kind of like Doctor Who going, fezzes are cool, hats are cool.
Who got any books today?
Yeah, let's see what you got. What do you got, lady?
I got some.
Ooh, let's see what you got.
Lady, yeah, lady go.
Are you sure? I want to see you go first, Whack.
Let's scissors, paper, rock. We'll see you go. So.
Eeny, meeny, whack.
Oh, okay. We're gonna scissors, paper, rock. All right, I can go. I got this Treasury edition for Deadpool, Black, White, and Blood, and this is the first Deadpool book I've bought in fucking years. One of the main reasons I bought this is it's got some Daniel Warren Johnson art and James Stokey art, and I wanted to see their art in these nice, big, beautiful pages. Look at that.
Some nice looking stuff.
Yeah.
I'd get it for the James Stokey.
Yeah. And I got a couple. I found this random Japanese bubble tea place near the beach near me that has like a couple of random comic books, like short boxes. So I dug through them. It was just like a really random place to find comic books, you know, like a But I got this. I just liked the cover. I love something as well. And this one's a really cool Fantastic Four cover. This one is the cover's done by Eric Larson and Bruce Timm.
Nice.
Yeah. And I got I found some Lemire stuff, Animal Man, and his cover for Inferior 5.
Mm-hmm.
And then I got this really cool Punisher cover. I love that cover. It's beautiful.
Beautiful.
And I got a slab the other day, or the other week now. I sent Rob a photo of it.
Slab us, baby.
I haven't showed it yet.
Oh,
Here we
shit.
go.
That's really cool.
Yeah, it's a reprint from 1966 of 3 huge keys that I'll never be able to afford. So it's just cool to have this. I really like the cover too. I reckon it's something really fucking different, you know, like the 3 covers in one and all the text and shit.
It's definitely a nice piece.
Yeah. And that's what I got.
Very cool, very cool. Ace, did you get anything?
Only got a couple things.
I like a couple things.
Didn't go to the comic shop today, but I had to replace this because I lent my copy out to so many people that it got all messed up.
So you do know that is on the like top 10 from last week.
Nope. Stop talking. Go to jail.
Was it?
You have a top 10 book. That is just wild.
Let me go. It cost me 50 cents.
Batgirl #1, the Adam Hughes cover, because it has the first Alyssa Wong.
Yeah. Then our past guest, Doug Woods comic finally came in. We had that. And then, so when Walt was just starting out 5 years ago, they went to San Diego to Comic Con, and they had these posters. They were double-sided. Got that one. And then that one.
Very cool.
And that is all I have. Get off my face.
There you go. I was waiting for that tagline. Lady, you ready?
It's okay.
Oh, here, I'll fix it. Oh no, I'm gonna get remonstrated later.
The 2 new books I got today, because like I don't know, my LCS was eating the F up. Didn't hardly have diddly. I got Monkey Prince #1 and the Geiger 80-page special. They didn't have the A cover there, so I just picked up this one.
Which is surprising because they only solicited it like what, 6 times?
Yeah, enough. Okay, and then here are the books that I found in my 50-cent bin. Found a Silver Surfer 66 featuring the cosmic power of love and hate. Look at that.
Fire.
Oh man, this is the shit right here, y'all. Found both of these 50-cent bin. Mother Teresa, bitches. Mother
Nice.
Teresa. Fuck all y'all.
And
She's
Mother
so-
Teresa newsstand.
Yeah, she's so stupid. Well, she's dead. Yeah, whatever. Bless her heart.
Good.
50-cent bin. Beauty and the Beast #1. Bill Sienkiewicz. Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
I was really excited because I wasn't looking at the screen and I thought it was like a Disney Beauty and the Beast.
No, this was
And I was like, oh man, I want to read that.
And then I also found issue 3, Mother Teresa bitches. Love this Billy Sienkiewicz. All right, and then the back issues. Well, wait, before I show you the back issues, I'm going to show you 2 things that came in the mail today. MT is cool. Okay, so Thor 17, I just never got it, so I have it. Now I'm waiting on 20 to come in, and then I'll have all the Thors. And then, oh my god, I'm glad I got this the day I'm glad it was not at my LCS, but I ordered it like that Wednesday because I didn't get a copy, but it was the stupid Black Panther. But like, if anybody knows me, I like Black Panther. So, but luckily I didn't have to pay outlandish prices.
And how much is that going for on eBay now? That thing has gone wild.
It's like 30 or 40 bucks. I mean, I was lucky and got it for like $14.99. So, which it's still a shitty price because I wanted to get it off the rack, but it's my own fault for not having a pull. Mother Teresa was look, she believed in salvation through suffering, and she intentionally kept her little fucking charity homes decrepit. I do not think she was a saint, but that's just my personal opinion, and I'm shutting up. All right. Simon and Kirby, Boy Commandos #1. Look at that, baby. Yeah. And Boy Commandos #2. Look at that. And they're having a cat. That cat's gonna fucking kick their asses. The Nazi asses. Yeah. So anyways, hold on, let me check something real quick. Oh, okay.
Ace had or whack had to dip. Just ace.
Yeah.
In the silk.
There's that. All right. And then somebody traded in their friggin' ain't a saint. Exactly. She ain't a saint. A saint she ain't. This is 181. Daredevil 181. Not the facsimile, but the genuine article. Frank
Sexy.
Miller. Yeah, it's very, very nice. And then I'm gonna be going back, and that cat is in Lordosis. I don't know what that means. Daredevil 114. Mother Teresa. Oh my god. And finally.
Ooh, you got another copy. You got me a copy, and now you got another.
Now I got one for me. No,
Rose
it's not. Daredevil 181 is not $300.
If it's 9.8, maybe.
Maybe if it's 9.8. This shit ain't 9.8.
Yeah, no.
It's decent, but it ain't 9.8.
Maybe like 50 or 60, like in higher grade, but not
Well, what do you
9.8.
think I paid for it?
I'm gonna go 22. You always get good prices. Probably got it for 10, 5, 2. I don't know, 50 cents. I'm doing like reverse auctioning here.
Shut up, Michael. He's being a turd. All right. Anyways, I got those. That one 181 was $14.99.
Awesome.
It's not bad.
And over here we have Rose saying you got 2 more shirtless men covers from DC. I'm pretty sure she's talking about the Robins.
Oh.
That's what I got.
Dude, you know who got some fire comics today? Flipping Entropy and Comics. This dude got. Y'all go to his IG. This
do you
dude
get?
got so much fucking Spider-Man fire. You got all kind of fire today. What the hell is up with you?
I gotta go check that out later.
Yeah, he posted so much nice shit. He got fucking 238 ASM 230. He got all kind of ASM fire. What the hell?
I'll have to check
What's your
that out.
fucking problem? Entropy, Kevin? No, I'm just kidding. Oh, sorry.
All right, so here we go. I'm going to show us some comics. These are everything that I picked up today. So I'm going to jump on over to this other camera here and start going through. Let's see if I can line that up better. There we go. This is the stack. I really got to do something about this.
Oh my god, I got 2 new releases, and you got like more.
Everything else. So here's Batman issue 120. We had to kind of figure out, was this the Jace Fox Batman? We had to get really close on the face to go, I don't know, is it a person of color? I can't tell. A little closer. Oh wait, no, there's the little Eddie Haskell part in his hair. That's definitely a white man. Yeah, that's Bruce.
What do you mean? Like you were walking through 200,000 worth of comics today?
238 newsstand. He probably even has the tattoos in the back, and it's a nice copy. And he's gonna make like $500.
I bet you Kevin's already taken out the tattoos and he's wearing them on his arm right now.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it. All right, so there's Batman 120. Here is Steel, is Dark Knight Steel. This is the Josh Middleton cover. This guy has
beautiful.
Been killing it on covers.
I know. My LCS did not have shit today. Did not have that. Didn't have diddly.
Now, this guy is probably my new favorite artist working in comics today. He was contracted to do 12 covers for Detective Comics. This is Irving Rodriguez. This man is fantastic.
Fantastico. Where's he from? Spain? Where's he from?
I think he is from Spain.
Yeah,
I don't know if he is doing any shows or if he will be doing any shows.
If he's from Spain, it means he's probably classically trained, and that looks like it's friggin' canvas. Like
yeah,
oil.
I'm pretty sure. And I made a mistake. Sorry, Rose, they, them.
I love my European artists, the classically trained ones.
So good. It makes other people that are artists look at the artwork and hate the fact that they are so good.
My buddy said you should see my storage locker. Damn.
I want to see.
I don't have a storage locker.
Irving is a hack. Oh, no tattoos. No tattoos. That's
oh, dang, bro.
Oh, and Mile High is like whatever you think fair market value is, it's ×3 to ×10 there. Like I saw
up a Daredevil 181 at Mile High.
Oh my God, that's probably $3,000 there. But hey, the guy can charge whatever he wants. It's up to you if you want to pay it. Here's the second to last issue of Justice League Incarnate. Here is the second to last, I believe, issue of Buffy the Vampire Slayer from Boom Comics.
It's the last one.
Oh, this is the last one. Okay, so there's going to be this, and then there's going to be a follow-up epilogue that will be coming out. It's on FOC this week, which is going to be a huge FOC if you haven't looked at it already. Just make sure you don't miss it.
Michael Edmund has some strong feelings towards your boy Irving.
He's not. I mean, some people have some problems with the faces, but I look at it, and this guy is classically trained. He's fantastic. What is this about Mile High? Yeah, he doesn't care. He wants them himself, so he makes sure no one will buy them unless they pay way too much. Hey, I have a comic book shop down here in South Florida that does something very similar. They don't upgrade their bags and boards. They haven't upgraded their prices since 1997. You're thinking you're getting a great deal. You bring it up to the counter. Okay, now I'm gonna give me about like 4 weeks and I'll get back to you with the prices because I need to check eBay and Go Collect and Key Collector and all the sources and then figure out what's the highest price, and that's the price I'm going to charge you. If you're going to charge high prices, Jesus Christ, man, just put it in a better bag and board so at least it makes us feel like we're paying for something that's worth it.
Rose says you got to get emails from Mile High to get the discount.
I don't want their discount. I don't want to be anywhere near them. I like looking at their stuff. Thank you, Michael.
I wanted that cover, but I didn't get it because they didn't have it.
I'm sure if you wait a month, you will be seeing this at McKay's for 50 cents. And it was a $7.99 book.
You're right. I need to calm down.
Yeah, you'll get it. And you're going to get it cheaper than you'd get it today. Today is just one day. Most of this stuff becomes, unfortunately, no matter how much effort and time and blood and sweat and tears people put into these comics, a lot of them eventually end up in the dollar bin. Some places 50 cents or 35 cents.
Look what Rose Gray's saying that Mile High right now is 60% off.
Is that for everything? Because I'm curious about that Amazing Spider-Man 50 that was in VG that they're charging $3,600 for. Is that 60% off? Wait, no, even if it was, that's still like way overcharging. But it's good to know.
Put it at about 12.
Yeah, they would just charge better price. I know nothing about this, but it was a really cool looking cover. There is, I know I shouldn't be buying these, but eventually I'll trade it for something I really want.
No, stop buying it.
I mean, back issues means fucking ASM 50, doesn't it? That's a back issue.
That it is. That other Spawn, and behind that, because something stuck to it. Oh, we got Nocturna. Now, this is still going. It's good, but I don't know if I'm going to want to go past issue 12 or so. Al Madrigal has a new series out. This should be funny and entertaining. This is Primos from AWA Upshot.
Michael, you're being saucy tonight.
Yeah, you're sassy.
A little catitude.
A little. Oh, here's some heat. This is the Raza cover to
they
Alien.
had that at my LCS today. Shit, I should have gotten it.
Yeah, anything that this guy works on,
I love
barring
Raza.
the Star Wars, because I don't do Star Wars, but his covers have just been on fire.
Yeah, Raza does nothing wrong.
Now this one, who knows if this one will blow up or if it'll become another Red Goblin, but this has been pretty good lately, and it's written by Wells, so let's see how Zeb will do that issue. Here's the cover B. This is Gwen Stacy as a superhero.
Jean Grey.
Jean Grey X-Men Heroes. Here's Black Panther Legends. I notice how this was so easy to get this week, but Black Panther 3 from last week, I don't know. It's like perhaps there was a first appearance or something.
I didn't see that one in my LCS.
Really?
Really?
There's like 4 or 5 of them there.
I told you I was in a pissed off mood because my place didn't have dick.
That's fair.
Oh,
There
damn.
is Daredevil without Woman Without Fear issue number 2, and after issue number 3 is going to jump into Elektra 1000. Yes, Mark. I've been buying everything again, but I actually read all these. Well, I didn't mean to get both covers, but I did
give me one. I don't have that one.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Thank you.
So I got
Pick
this
out
cover.
the one you like the least and give it to me.
And I got the variant cover. So
Thank you
here's
so
both of them.
much, because I
Which
have
one do you
one
want?
through 5.
I have like variants and I have regular for. I trade off between the both of them.
Or
So
you
which
pick-
one do you want?
You pick the one you want. I don't care.
Do you want do you want the pretty painted cover, or do you want the simple with Latveria with the old Fantastic Four?
Honestly, yeah, I want Latveria.
You got it.
But you don't, I mean, it doesn't matter to me.
You got it.
It's the same on the inside.
It's all the same. Here is Reckoning War. This is Fantastic Four volume. This is the first cover, cover A.
Exactly, Michael. I
Oh,
didn't
then
see
Michael,
that shit. Motherfucker. I was cussing too when I was in my LCS.
It's like, where the fuck is all your fucking comics? They fucking sold out. Fuck you.
I think it was just because, you know, the day that I had today was a little stressful and I had a lot of work. And so, like, I guess it was just a little disappointing to see that there were a lot of, like, gaps. It had really been a lot picked over. And so I was kind of cussing about that.
I'm still wondering if 1 year from today we're going to hear about Lady Fantastic's new show, Final Order Cutoff.
The bitch wouldn't budge.
And when you do Final Order Cutoff, all you're doing is looking at the books. You don't even actually order them. You're going to talk about going, okay, this book is coming out in a month from today, and I'm going to miss the goddamn thing. Fuck you, Marvel.
Mm-hmm.
Thing. This is Walter Mosley. This has been a really fun little.
That's kind of a fun cover. I like it.
is.
It's really trippy. I dig it.
Reminds me of like the old Doctor Strange from the late.
Yeah, or kind of curvy stuff. Just like funny, weird collage.
The last issue is really good because they did a rematch with the champion.
Cosmic collage.
Now, I don't know why I got this. It's a second print. There's nothing really going on it as far as I know.
Lady gives a fuck. That's true.
I love it. You are doing that show, lady. We're
Yes.
making it happen. 2022, 22 seasons.
Roseberry's doing God's work here. Yeah, almost bedtime for me too, J Hood. I'm a mammal.
Yeah, we're going to do like an hour show and we're going to be out. All right, so this was the second print cover to Hellions. Not bad. I like it. It's just a desaturated version. Now let's see what happens in Sabretooth 1 now that I guess Sabretooth is out of the pit when he was thrown into it back at during House of X, Powers of X.
I saw that one that you're about to show, the Stormbreakers one. It was really cool.
Yeah, I'm not even reading this series because really it feels like just a money grab with the X of
Yeah.
Powers of X, House of X. This is X Lives, X Deaths of Wolverine. Fuck you, I don't need so many titles.
Yeah,
but
I
this is
know.
a cool looking title.
I know. Like, so that's what I almost bought it just because I was like, oh, this is cool. But then I was like, fight it. For fuck's sake.
Coming up on the last few, here is Excellent. This is Pete Milligan and Michael Allred. They're doing a revisitation of their old X-Force. I can't wait to look at this. But here's a cover that I know that Kirk would be loving if he was here, but he's making money, so hopefully he's doing well, and we'll see him in next week.
Baby dupe.
It's
Dupe.
My comic book shop owner, I love the man. He was on the other side of the shop when I'm looking through everything that came out this week, and I got to this issue, and he could hear my high-pitched yelp of "Dupe." He's like, "What was what? Are you okay? It's Dupe. It's Dupe."
Doopy doop.
I love Dupe. And the last book that was new. This is X-Men Legends. This is the recreation. Homage cover to New Mutants 98. This is X-Men
Dupe's
Legends
back.
11. Now, there were only a few things that were... This one came in the mail. You already saw it.
Hey,
Just the-
girl.
And if you want to be honest about all this, Lady's copy is better than mine.
Lady dupe, 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 lady. Oh, I got that one. Okay. I need 20.
Now I need 1920. So here's 22.
Got that one. Got that one.
24.
I don't got that one.
30.
I do got that one.
And the last thing that came in the mail, this thing was almost a month late. It came from one of the states that was going through some major storms, which everybody out there, be safe this week with all those really awful storms going on throughout the United States, and protect your comics. If you're worried about floods, make sure that it's up in a high area. Now, this is the first appearance of this evil Doctor Strange. They call him the Necromancer.
Baby doop 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 a doop doop baby doop. I'm sorry, man. Earworm.
I know. I feel the same. Now, this thing here is great. The first appearance of the Necromancer comes in issue 46. This is his first cover appearance. I'm building my Doctor Strange run, which is a good thing to do if you're planning on going to see Doctor Strange and affording these things. But let's actually be honest about all this. After the movie comes out, it'll come right back down in price, most likely. So don't spend too much money on anything. Love your comics, read your comic books, and otherwise, we're going to be back next week. And next week, we are going to be having, I'll get the banner right up here. Next week is 10 p.m. Eastern. Philadelphia's Jason Sean Alexander will be appearing in episode 130. That's a typo. Episode 129 is tonight. Otherwise, if you have a book that you'd like to promote, email the notnearmint@gmail.com email address. And as long as you're not associated with those, you know what we're talking about, we'll try and fit you in or even do a short to try and promote your book. Otherwise, the comic book shop that I go to, his name is Miami Fresh Comics, is John Freshly. He does a show every Thursday at his Instagram page. It is Miami Fresh Comics over on Instagram. Usually starts about 8:30, so just check in around then. This is where I get my books, so you'll get some great deals. Otherwise, let's go around the room and see if there's anything going on. Anybody's YouTube channels? Nothing?
This week with Saturday, Southern Comic Geek is doing auctions again. Cartoon Crew, I'll be there. 1 p.m. Central Time. Come and see us.
Sweet. Otherwise, we got over here, Ace. Anything coming up on the Twitter sphere?
I'm just going to be ranting on Twitter as always, but more like seriously. I'm going to be fighting some book and comic censorship that's going on in my state. And yeah.
Yeah, with Mouse and the fact that you live in a state that they're banning freaking books.
Same here.
Yeah.
Same
you
here.
too. And hey, I live in Florida. They want to have a 15-week ban on abortion. They want to ban books. If you are banning information, you are on the wrong side of history, and that's just where I'm going to leave it.
Yep.
Information can be found anywhere, and to try and prevent the spread of information only makes you look like the bad guy.
So there was discussion about getting rid of the comic book club because it's unnecessary, and I promote critical race theory. I promote people understanding the world around them. Crazy concept. But so many people heard about the bands and stuff that they asked their children to join it. And so we had a huge boom.
Yeah.
So now we have all the funding that we fucking need for the next few years. So
Good.
Fuck off.
Hell yeah.
That's hot.
Yep.
It's true.
So let's not ban books. Let's try and read more, and let's discuss things, because if you're not reading things, I mean, this was one of the things that was out on Twitter earlier today. I think it was posted yesterday. Somebody was talking about, I can't believe a whole generation of young 9 to 12-year-olds are reading Flowers in the Attic way back when. We were reading Flowers in the Attic. We were reading all different kinds of stuff, and we turned out relatively okay.
Look at us now. All right. I got to go. I'm so sleepy.
All right, everybody. Thank you all for tuning in. Replay viewers, we love you. The people that tune in live, we love you just as much, if not a little bit more. And we will be back next week with Jason Sean Alexander from Philadelphia. Thank you all, and we'll be seeing you next episode. Good night.
Night.
Bye.
Thanks for tuning in. If you want to see this episode again, along with a catalog of back episodes and issues, surf on over to Not Near Mint on YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram. Subscribe and hit that bell for notifications.